This is David La Chapelle. David is one of the world's most renowned photographers, but we're here at his workshop in Connaught House. It's an amazing venue. You've just done a 2.5-hour Q&A with loads of the audience and presented your work and everything like that. My first question is actually my own question. How would you describe who David La Chapelle is?
Well, goodness, I'm still getting to know myself. I mean, I'm just a person who tries to be better at being a better human being, being a better artist. So I'm on that journey.
You've gone through a lot of your work, your story, how for ages you were top of your game and then you just gave it all up, moved to a lovely farm in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And are coming back and expressing yourself in art more.
I'm still on my farm, and I just left. I walked away 3 years ago at the height of sort of visibility and the contracts of making money, Vanity Fair, all that stuff, Rolling Stone, and advertising. And I just said everything I wanted to say, and I wanted to change my life. And I didn't know what I was going to do, but I bought a farm, and I love nature, so I thought maybe I'd be a farmer, and then I got invited back to show in galleries, which was a big surprise, and I was like, it's like a rebirth, because I still had so many pictures in me I wanted to take, and I still had that burning desire to do it. I just didn't know how I would do it. So, being here and showing in galleries and museums and making work specifically for that is a new lease on my life.
Is this your first time to Ireland?
No, I've been here before.
Okay. Has it changed since last year?
Oh, it has. Lots of new buildings, but the people are the same. They're fantastic. Great people.
Brilliant. Well, let's get some of the questions from these people. Steve06, your photos are great and you are my favourite photographer, but they contain a high level of post-processing, and I'd like to know if you could survive by going back to basics. Have photographers gotten lazy? Is there a point in searching for that perfect shot, considering it can be edited later?
If he should come visit, if he thinks that I'm lazy, because...
Well, I don't think he thinks you've gotten lazy, but photography in general.
I disagree. I don't know. I think whatever it means to a great image. Like I said, there's so many misconceptions about my work. Some pictures there's no retouching at all, some it's extensively retouched. And I've pushed digital to the limits. And I've done many pictures, even in the show, that have nothing touched in them at all. And, I'm free enough to use whatever's available to me to communicate the idea that I want to get across. But lazy does not apply to me. So I don't know whoever he's talking about, but I ain't lazy. And I try to make work that people can understand, that moves them. And that's what inspires me. To make what I want to communicate with other people. I want that moment of uniting somebody through an idea to connect to a piece of art. To me, that connection is one of the most beautiful parts, aside from creating the image. But there's been retouching since the beginning of photography, and I did it. I used to scrape the emulsion off. I was friends with Robert Mapplethorpe's brother. Eddie used to scrape the emulsion off of Robert's prints. He was his retoucher. I mean, digital in the hands of an amateur can look like crap, and in the hands of a master can be used subtly and can be used to communicate. And I'll use whatever means necessary to get whatever I need across. I'd rather not use digital. So maybe in that respect I am lazy. Because I'd rather be done with it and not have to do post-production. But I'm a perfectionist, so I'll even add defects to a photograph if I feel like it's too perfect.
Darragh would like to know, first, as you're one of the most inspiring photographers as far as I'm concerned. I love his scene. I know that composition and use of colour and contrast. I know that his images are heavily post-processed, but what I'd like to know is what influenced him to go down the path of post-processing.
Okay, here we go again. I'm not going to defend post-processing, and if people think, I just don't have anything to say about it. I mean, honestly, it's like, all those pictures on the wall there, nothing has been touched.
Yes.
Okay, the G's Homeboy series, there's no post-production. Show me where the post-production is in these pictures. But you know what, I don't have to defend it. Because if those images looked the way they did and I made them on a computer and never even did a shoot, what the fuck the difference? The image is all that matters, what it means to people. Photographers are so, they get so precious about, they didn't want fucking color when they invented color. They'd be, oh no, black and white's pure. Bullshit. Lighten up. It's not about the fucking equipment. It's not about the effect. Come up with some concepts and ideas and move people. Follow your heart's desire. Make people laugh. Make them feel something. But just to sit there and argue about, post this or post that, or it's like, I don't need to defend it. It's like, if I want to make an image completely out of moving pixels around, then great, I'll do it. And if it's if it gets the result I want, which is to touch somebody, I'll use any means possible. I'd rather have it be easier and just do the shoot. I love photography because you have the collaborative aspect and working on a shoot with a lot of people, and then you have the solo aspect, which used to be for me darker, because I spent 6 years printing black and white, and another 6 years printing color. And now with digital, which I don't even know how to use. I don't know how to use it. I have a digital technician who's working for 16 years. He only works for me. He's the best in the world. But also, my assistants, I don't know how to fucking put all those wires together. But I'm at the point now I don't have to. But if I needed to create again, nothing would stop me, because I was gonna be a painter. Then photography felt more immediate. So when I was 17, I took photography class, and that was it. But up until I was 17, from age 4, I was gonna be an artist, one way or another. Mm-hmm. If it meant doing watercolors and I'll tell you, whatever the medium is, it would have been the same. I would have been where I am today. It wasn't the medium. Yes, I love photography. But photography had not been invented when I was born. I would have been a painter, and I think I would have been a really good one, because my drawings as kids were great. I must sound really like a cocky bastard right now, but I had nothing else going for me. I was tormented at school. I dropped out of high school. I was beaten up every fucking day because I was different. And art, the means and the process are secondary to the end result. For me, it's the only important thing is that I want to enjoy the process. When it becomes torturous and laborious or stressful, mean-spirited, I don't want to be around it. That's one of the reasons I quit commercial photography. I didn't want to be around the bitches in Hollywood anymore than the publicists. But for me, the only part of the process that's as important as the end result is the experience. And I want it to be as beautiful as the image, period.